Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Birmingham Barons XW podcast Tuesday night stream. Stephen is currently on his honeymoon, so in his stead, I will be the main commentator tonight. Joined with me is going to be Charlie Hicks. There's not going to be any nicknames here because I just realized that I was going to be the one doing it like 2 minutes ago. So we have Charlie Hicks, we have Connor Curry, and of course, as always, Joel Killingsworth. How's it going, guys?
Hi.
Doing all right.
What's up, everybody?
So tonight we have one heck of a heavyweight matchup here. We have Ryan Payne and Charles Holcomb squaring off with two Han Solos on the board from different eras. Connor, if you want to go ahead and start breaking down Ryan's list, and then Charlie, you can do Charles' list.
All right. Well, Ryan's list. Let's see, let me get spun around here. So he has got a very interesting, not something you see very much. He's actually bringing out the E-Wings.
My favorite. I'm totally going to be biased commentary for Ryan all night because I love E-Wings.
Well,
I don't fly Rebels very much, but I do love the E-Wings.
Ryan has been on stream already twice this season, and for one of those matches, he flew a pair of E-Wings to pretty good effect.
Do you remember what he paired it up with?
Yeah, it was two E-Wings, Wedge, and Jake in that list.
So
I think that'd be
today,
really good.
He's got, I guess, what would be his standard E-Wings, and then Han Solo in the Millennium Falcon without the title, and Trickshot, and is that Kanan Jarrus. So, I mean, just a solid all-around list. Not too tricksy, but that's gonna be a tough matchup for Charles, I think.
Yeah, you're definitely not looking for combo wing here,
No.
which is what you're normally used to seeing with a Rebel Han. All right, Charlie, what are we looking at for Scum?
All right. So Scum, Charles has brought pretty typical Fen Rao with Fearless. And then the rest of his list is pretty atypical. So we already said it's going to be a Han off, but he's got a very Riverboat Gambler-esque Han over here. So this is Scum Han with Trick Shot, of course. I've got Lando because you're feeling lucky. You want to spend some tokens to go ahead and give you some rolls. And fueling that is IG-88D. So he gets to take a calculate and then an additional calculate to trigger Lando. And then he's got the title, but no escape craft on here. So he's basically just using Lando's Millennium Falcon title to go ahead and roll an additional attack die if the ship is stressed. And then pairing with that, he's got a couple of the title jump masters, or quad jumpers. There we go. I'll say the right word. Don't see the title guys every day, but you've got both with Contraband Cybernetics Sarko Plank, who basically gets to call his agility as whatever speed he went, so he can go pretty fast and be dodgy. And then Unkar Plut, that basically gets to tractor himself on another ship at range 0. So pretty wild stuff.
So the thing I like about Charles' list here is that he does have the ability to tractor and move the Falcon.
Oh yeah,
which is not something you get to see very often.
Yeah, because normally you've got to get kind of a critical mass of tractor tokens to do that, but no, Unkar's just going to do it. So
Yep.
Got to be really careful positioning Han in this situation because yeah, that can definitely make you regret this. But I mean, you're basically looking at with the field set up the way it is. I mean, these Falcons are probably going to be kind of skirting these rocks, just playing like a cage match over here, just kind of skirting each other, and then everybody else is kind of probably going to try to jump in the mix to some degree. So I mean, like you definitely got to imagine with Charles wanting these quad jumpers to kind of tangle with everybody, definitely towards the center of everything over here, and probably going to see Finn Rao just jet in and just go ahead and close the gap as much as possible because you got to imagine that that Ryan's Han is gonna go ahead and bank over here to his left.
Yeah, the big thing with Fenn in this list is he has to be incredibly careful of Ryan's Han. If Fenn gets caught, even at range 1, there is a lot of potential damage coming into Fenn that he possibly can't defend from just because of Concordia and Fearless really only mattering if Han is directly in front of him, or he is directly in front of Han, excuse me. And then with the two E-Wings, the reason why I like the E-Wings so much is one, because they can just target lock wherever they want. But then obviously coming with R3 Astromech lets you get 2 target locks, so you can really go in and to that initial combat with 2 target locks on 2 potential targets, and then choose who you want to shoot at with a full mod shot coming into that first round of combat.
Mm-hmm. I like his target priorities here too. So he's got Unkar lit up because you really want to get him out of your way early on. But you've also got Han lit up just in case that just kind of falls into your lap. So it's probably not your primary target, especially with him potentially just being able to boost out of there and do whatever he wants.
Yep.
But if he just puts him there, then yeah, he can take a couple of torps, sure.
Yep. And the thing that's it's going to be really interesting to see how Charles uses these quad jumpers to zone out a lot, like basically all of Ryan's list, because the 2 E-Wings definitely do not want to be tractor beam. They really rely on those 3 dice to try and keep them as safe as possible. Now, they're outside of Fenn, there's really not a lot of dice being thrown at Ryan's list.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you've got some conditionalities, of course, with trick shot and play, but right. I mean, your consistent offense is Fenn.
Yep. Yeah. So Charles really needs to leverage Fenn's position at all times the best way he can, just because like that is his big gun. And if we see Fenn get scared or take some early damage, you could see a really heavy landslide in Ryan's favor just because of the damage output of the list.
Absolutely.
Joel, do you have any commentary to add here?
I'm just saying, I'm seeing the distribution of initiatives here. You know, it's we've got the Han off, as you said, and then Fenn being the beat stick out of Charles's list. Both of those get to move last behind Ryan's Han. Both lists came in at 199 points. Charles won the roll. So we've already seen Ryan make use of the red boost action on his Millennium Falcon. He's got Kane and crew on board. He can clear that stress with a white maneuver. So he has a lot of options every turn in where he can end up that round.
Yep.
But he's got the most dangerous ships in Charles' lists left to still take their maneuver after he makes that decision. So I think that's going to have a big impact on this game simply due to maybe Charles isn't able to take advantage of that so much as keep Ryan from being able to take advantage of the greater flexibility that his Kanan boosting Han has.
Yep. Now, this version of the Falcon, or in the Rebel version of the Falcon, has 2 more extra health than the Scum version, or 2 more extra shields. Excuse me. Now, both E-Wings have Han and Unkar target locked right now. However, that can always change at a moment's notice. But those are going to be probably the first targets that are going to be thrown around in front of the E-Wings.
Mm-hmm.
So we do see Ryan getting a little aggressive here. Now, kind of like what Joel just said, Han can really just go wherever he wants. It doesn't really matter just because he has Kanan. Now, you don't really always want to have to use Kanan just for the fact that you still want to have some extra mods whenever you can.
Absolutely. I mean, we're probably going to see him go ahead and do like a 1 straight, I would imagine. That's going to keep his field of fire behind some of this debris to trigger his trick shot, but also give him his dice modification. So that's a pretty, I don't know, you might even say 2 straight, but
The other thing too is it really keeps his flank safe from Fen crashing in as quickly as possible, because if he does choose to turn out towards his board edge, he's going to have to rotate his arc, and that's definitely not what you want to do for Han if you don't have to.
Absolutely.
You want to try and basically NASCAR as much as you can whenever you're flying these single action ships to try and get as much juice out of their guns as you possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
So still seeing some decisions here for kind of what Ryan wants to do. I think you just go in as hard as you possibly can with these E-wings and start trying to plink away as much damage as possible. You do have the ability to technically boost or barrel roll and then take a target lock, but you still really want to have that focus for defense if at all possible.
Yeah, three bank focus out of both E-wings probably nets you shots on Unkar here.
And
Yeah,
there it is.
I think
And
it
you're
is.
probably safe from any reprisal tractor actions too.
Yeah.
So like,
I think you go ahead and come in hard with Han too. Just pick up a focus
and try and put as much damage in as you can.
Yeah, and
I
see
don't
if
hate
you,
that.
because if you can clear Unkar this turn, that's pretty huge positionally.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And especially because he's the more dangerous one out of the two quad jumpers.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So we do see a barrel roll here. So he's expecting probably not to get shot with number 2 or number yellow, excuse me. So it looks like we're going to probably have 2, maybe 3 shots happening this round, unless he chooses to come in with the Scum Han for Charles. But we do see definitely there's going to be some engagement. Who Unkar doing the reverse, just saying, I'm good.
Yep.
And this is where, like, Charles is a top 16 worlds player. He knows what he's doing with these ships, and you never want to rule him out, because he is definitely one of those players where he always has a plan, even if he says he doesn't.
Yeah, he is an incredibly careful player too. Like he's very patient. He will not engage when it's not in his interest.
Yep.
So he's very good at prolonging that tipping point. And if he doesn't have to be there, then he's not going to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we see Fen coming in here with a 3 bank. Look, we're going to see a bloodbath this round. Going to be a couple, pot shots essentially, but these next 2 rounds are really going to determine the swing of this match.
Yep. I can think of a couple of things I'd be doing on my honeymoon instead.
I mean, they've been eating food basically all day, so they're probably fat and happy sitting in their Airbnb room today.
Yep. So Steven sitting on his honeymoon. Congratulations, by the way, to Steven and Lauren Ford. But just using an inappropriate Twitch account, that being ours and not his own, to comment on the game.
So it looks like we're probably going to be out of range here for Charles's Han. However, Fen did crash in. It looks like he's going to be range 2 of Han, and that is not where Fen wants to be. I don't know if taking that boost was really the right call, just because he limits where he can go this next turn, because he definitely cannot go past.
Yeah, I think he got brave when Han target locked that tug.
But Han doesn't care.
Yeah, no, he really doesn't.
Maybe that was the bait.
Yeah, I was about to say he might be trying to bluff him off of Sarko over here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think I would take that.
No, I would definitely take it.
That's a real good shot for Han.
Yep. Fen is so much more important than taking out a quad jumper.
Oh, I agree.
Looks like Ryan's trying to decide here. He is going after Sarko here, trying to get that extra dice. Probably because he has the multiple shots with the E-Wings just to try and double down as much as he can. So it can be 4 dice coming in on the Sarko plank here,
Yeah.
not taking the Fen bait. Not a great Han roll. That's when you just Han that. You just, I'm good.
Mhm.
Han ability,
No, thank you.
a little bit better, not the best.
Statistically average.
Yeah. He's gonna take that target lock and re-roll those last 2 because
Okay.
Han breaks all the rules.
It's not a
And
reroll.
there you
it
go.
is.
I meant it to do that.
And this is when Han is sitting in the cockpit. Is like, what?
It was 4
Mhm.
hits the whole time.
Yep.
That's right.
You just didn't see them first. So 4 dice. And Sarko is going to be like, I'm good. What if I just not take any damage?
What speed did Sarko go last turn?
2.
I mean, it's a range 3
3 bank,
refile.
I believe.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm.
It's range 3. My bad.
Yeah. So here we go. We have the shots coming in for more than likely Fen first. Pretty sure Han's out of range. Yep.
Just a bit.
So here
So it
we'll
looks
see
like, yep,
range
here we go.
2, return fire onto Han, no other targets available for Finn.
And Fen feels really nice here because he can just shoot with impunity because he knows he's out of range for everything else.
Yeah.
And he can spend that focus, which is most of the time used for defense on Fen. And only 1 hit. And we probably are not going to see, because then here comes the Han roll for that. Probably not going to see any damage here onto Han just for that 1 shot,
No?
except we will.
Yeah.
Well,
Got him.
the odds were not in his favor for that one.
He used up all his luck already.
Yep.
That's true.
So now we get to see if yellow, he does have barely a shot onto Sarko. This is where you want to see possibly some good damage, but these are essentially unmodified rolls just because the target locks are not in the right spots. Oh, and you hate to see it. But 1 crit, it could go through.
It could.
It will go
And
through.
it will. Heroic.
And that is the structural damage, not what you want to see on Quad Jumper.
Well, it
Spicy.
doesn't hurt him this round. I don't, because
Red still gets to shoot.
Yeah, red still gets to shoot.
Oh, okay, that's while. No, that's right. They changed it. It's not.
Everything is
agility vowel.
immediate. Everything is immediate. It's horrifying.
Not
So
this
is
round.
a
I'm not ready.
range 3. So just only getting 2 dice out of this shot. And hit crit coming in. Getting rid of that last die. This is when he's hoping that he doesn't just get completely obliterated here. And hit crit coming in. No chance for him to blow up here, but that is definitely half points. Loose stabilizer, that does not feel good.
Yeah.
That's when Sarko. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can like put the.
Yeah, they added that mod where you have the specialized crit tokens into the base mod for X-Wing 2.0.
Did they just add that?
Yeah, it's been like the last week or so. They also made the mats square. They were technically hexagons, which means there was a point at the center of each side where it was just slightly farther out than at the corners.
Oh. So we have an unmodded 2-die shot coming into probably Han.
Dale saying hello. Hello, Dale.
Hey, Dale, how's it going?
Glad to have you here.
Shooting into Han.
You're saying there's a
I'm-
chance.
One hit coming into Han here, so that is a range 3 through the cloud. I thought it's probably honestly the same same odds.
Han says never tell.
And then there's just one evade. That was still a terrible roll.
Andrew's so petty. Congrats, you survived. Terrible roll, anyways. Whatever.
Yep. I mean, that's pretty much how it works.
True.
So I'm pretty sure that Sarko just has to accept the damage here for this next round, because otherwise he is just not going to he's just not going to do anything, because Han's just going to kill him.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
does he catch anything throwing out a 3 bank? Like, can he tractor anything off of that?
Well, because the E-wings move first, probably not.
Sarko moves first, doesn't he? Isn't he a
No, they're
No.
both 2s.
The
Oh,
E-wings
they're all
move
2s.
first.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, so he just needs to make sure that he gets an action. So I think maybe he does a 1 straight. Because, like, he's trying to go short in order to tractor one of the E-wings.
He
Yeah.
might catch. Yeah, I don't know.
So the probably the play here for Ryan is to maybe try and just scare Fenn off.
Yeah. I mean, banking in with yellow and painting with lock would be a pretty good way to get Fenn, because Fenn is in a really weird spot. Like, he either has to come in to commit to this channel, or he's because that's going to carry him. Like, if he goes straight, that's going to carry him over the debris.
Oh
So
yeah, like it's a 2 bank left all day with Finn here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that means he won't really have a firing solution on anything this round.
yeah, because Han could feel pretty comfortable in the 1 bank. If he had space, Han would probably be looking at like a 3 hard.
Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where Ryan commits his focus this turn. Because both E-wings are definitely in pouncing position to capitalize on Fenn's. I'm going to say that was a miscall of him doing the boost there. He should have just hung out at range 3, pot shotted. Because
Yeah.
him, 1, rolling into range 2 is dangerous, but then 2, now he is committed to basically having to turn. And
Yeah.
unless he chooses to go on the inside track, there's basically no firing solution for him this turn.
Yeah, and I think the inside track ends with destruction. I don't think you ever want to take that into the scrum here.
Fenn really wants to be on the outside for this match.
I mean, the thing here is that either of these are probably going to be within a torpedo solution here for that yellow nave. So yeah, this is not a great place. Now, what do we think for Unkar over here? I'm actually not as familiar with the quad jumper dial. What clears their stress? Is it just a 1 bank in this situation? I mean, as far as like obvious choices.
Yeah, let me pull that up. It's got a 2 straight, 3 straight, and 2 banks are the only blues.
Okay, so it's a 2 bank.
So the 2 bank will put it right back where it was. That's honestly not a bad spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll threaten red probably.
And they can get, it has to be range 1. I don't know if he can catch range 1.
Well, red and yellow are going to be moving first, so
yeah,
very well might be.
Yeah, it just depends on where he lands. Okay, so he's going in for 2 straight.
Red's getting tractored for real.
That's going to be real close.
I'm pretty sure that he's going to hit that range 1. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to boost right here.
I think you roll.
Ooh,
But
I
it
like the
really
roll.
depends on what Han's doing.
Do you
Is the
have
problem?
Do you have room to roll?
I was
That'd be
about to
Yeah,
say,
you
fast.
can
I'm
definitely
not
roll
sure
there.
he's got
I think you
X
got the.
close.
Yeah, you could
Well,
definitely roll.
let me get Rod on top of that. Yeah, you can roll that.
Yeah, because like if you double the width, it's close, but you could definitely do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
he's already. It
He's
looks like they're
contemplating
talking
it.
right now of. He's like, well, probably Uncard is going to come do a 2-bank here. I
Yep.
probably already messed up that. Should have gone slow, I think, with this one if you weren't going to commit.
You know what? I don't
And
hate that.
he's basically having to boost to guarantee that he has a shot because if he stayed there, he would have been rolled onto the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, Unkar could still tractor him, but like at that point, you're still doing stuff. Maybe.
I don't think Unkar will have an
Ooh,
option
I
to
like this.
tractor.
So he takes the
Oh, yep.
boost and he links into a lock, and he gets to move one of the locks over, make sure that he has enough space to not damage the other lock that he had.
Yeah, there it is.
Ooh, there he going hard on Finn.
Yep. So Ryan is covering both avenues of escape for Fenn here.
So I don't. He needs to probably roll out. I don't know. Like he's putting Han in kind of an awkward spot here.
Han doesn't necessarily get bothered if he bumps, though. He's still going to be in range. He has
He'll
Kanan.
have his reroll.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
that's
has
true.
the
He doesn't
reroll.
want to face the range 1 shot.
Ooh,
For sure, though.
Yep.
the Moxie over here.
So he's foregoing all defensive mods and going for maximum destruction, saying, Fenn, I dare you.
Yellow sitting on 3 target locks on the board. Something needs to change. There we go.
Hey, I'm just calling Johnny Five Aces over here. It's fine.
So now we're gonna see what. Ooh, only a 2 straight out of Unkar.
Unkar, you coward.
I'm very. I'm kind of confused. Maybe he didn't think that he could fit the 2-bank going over
maybe he
Han.
thought it would bump.
Ah, man, yeah, no, I don't. Yeah,
I don't
that,
think there was a chance that it wasn't going to fit.
I think that was going to fit every single day. I
But
don't know,
I
man.
mean, it's hard to tell sometimes. So he's going
Ah,
for the roll, but
Not
just
quite
to
gonna.
probably get a shot here. But I don't
he'll
know.
still have it.
It'll still have a shot, but it's
He'll have
just gonna
the
be unmodified.
yeah, and he'll get the tractor.
Oh, not going for that. Maybe he's trying to go.
Go forward a little bit.
Yeah, or maybe
Yeah,
he did. Yeah, he's going all the way back just so he can make sure he has an
backwards.
arc. Yep. So then we're gonna see what Sarko does here.
probably a 1 straight.
Yeah, now the Tiger Ray is still in action, so he can't. Okay, so here is cybernetics.
Oh,
Oh,
Now
was
that's
doing the
interesting.
straight, taking the stress. He's gonna tractor beam yellow. Now I don't know if yellow is in really a good position for him to capitalize on that, but
He can roll him right in front of the nope zone of Fenral.
No, he
I mean
can't.
he can
no, he
boost
can't
him.
move him at all. Yeah, he could boost him.
Yeah, the boost is the only thing he can do.
Now double stress on an E-wing is not a fun time. Not gonna lie.
No, especially with it's gonna be double stressed. It's gonna be tractored. That is scum Han Solo bait right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And this is kind of the play that we were expecting out of Charles here. He knows how to put these and utilize the pieces in his list so well.
Yeah, looks like Zeke's definitely approving of the brazen leap into the debris to land that tractor token. So scum recognized scum over here.
So it looks like he is going for the boost. It does
Yeah.
overlap the debris field. He's going to take a double stress and roll for damage. Both of them need to roll, just so there is no confusion.
Yeah.
1 in 8 chance here, and that's the nothing.
All right. Let's
Did Charles roll?
If
I
he
did not
I
see
missed
it.
it.
Charles did not roll.
All right.
Charlie, that's on to you.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hang on.
We have 2 stress, lots of stress being thrown around. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. They got it figured out.
Yeah,
So 2 stress on yellow.
He kept putting stress over on the wrong guy.
Oh, so did he sort the roll or not?
No, he's not sorted the
All
roll.
right. All right. Sorry. Let me switch over here. I'm not as spry at this.
Just takes practice.
Now-
It's like push-ups.
Now, what is Charles gonna do with Fen here? Because with he boosted that E-wing up.
Maybe he's doing it too hard, just to get completely out of dodge.
Yeah.
All right, so Charles has done the roll, no damage, as was generally expected.
Yep.
Everything is completed as I have foreseen.
So we're gonna.
'Cause
I'm
now
curious
he's
at what
got-
we're gonna see from Han here. Doing a 3 straight. That seems like a pretty good maneuver. Still keeps him in range of rocks and no way to get blocked.
Yep.
And it's him up for some really good turns over the next couple, because he can just orbit around
Oh yeah.
this
Yeah.
bottom rock.
Yeah, I think going ahead and taking the boost this turn is probably the call, because you're not going to have arc on where. Oh, takes a lock instead.
Going for the lock, just to guarantee some damage here.
Yeah. He can make sure that he takes
he's
out
just
the wounded
making sure.
quad. Yeah.
Yep. That's smart.
I mean, he's only rolling 1 die. Like, you could totally just Han that and target lock something else. I'm just saying.
You could, but if he did that, that's when that quad lives on 1 health.
That is fair.
Zeke saying quad jumpers are here for a good time, not a long time.
So just a 1 straight out of Charles Han here. It doesn't look like he's going to have an obstructed shot onto yellow.
Ooh.
But he certainly will on red.
Now, I don't know if he can boost in here. I don't think that fits.
No, but the
Now,
barrel
he
roll does.
probably can roll. Yep. That does put him in a really good striking position against Han, though. You know, it's one of those things where obviously Charles or Ryan really wants to kill Sarko this turn. But
Yep.
honestly, I mean, like, Fen is just, you can't let him just hang out.
So he's also kind of mortgaging his future here with that choice, though. So that is, he's not going to be in a great spot to settle the terms of engagement with Han next turn with Finn. But man, he is going to put the wood to this knave, the red knave over here.
And remember, whenever I said that they were foregoing all defensive modifications to go for violence this turn, and this is definitely going to be backfired onto Ryan for, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't had a whole lot of opportunities to use the new tractor rule. Can you only do the 90-degree flip if you're unstressed when you're tractored?
No, you can just do it anytime.
Yeah.
So he could have.
I
or
would have
rotated.
liked the spin off of yellow when he put him there, just because Fen is not going to be doing a straight right into you. I would have liked him to spin, so he would have at least gotten a shot on Han.
Well,
I
he
don't
may
hate
have
that.
actually had a shot on Sarko at that point. Now, it would have guaranteed
Maybe,
that he
yeah.
flew over the debris the next turn, which maybe why
Yeah,
he chose
that's
not to.
probably why I didn't, but I would have gone for that, I think, because it would have given him that little extra.
So it looks like Ryan's making the hard choice here. Going after Fen, trying to remove that modification the best he can. So just 3 dice coming into Fen, but sometimes that's all you need.
The best defense is a good offense.
And that is, you spend that cannon right there. Yeah, that
Yes,
is what
sir.
you want.
Do it.
This could be a very nasty turn for Fen here. With a crit on the board, that's really scary.
Ooh.
So that is a hit crit coming into Fen. That is half points already on the board.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good trade for a quad jumper,
That is absolutely
I
a good
love
trade.
it.
especially if the crit's pretty salty.
Disabled power
Disabled
regulator.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's a-
that is
and
not
you
good.
know
That
a
is
dead Fen.
That's
disgusting.
triggering right now.
that's
Yep.
a dead Fen.
Yeah,
Yep.
that is a dead Fen. Oh my gosh.
Man,
What a world.
savage.
Because like there's going to be an obstructed shot coming his way next round.
Yeah.
Yes, there is with full mods too.
Oh man. Not sure why you're. Oh, they're checking for Fearless. Now Fen can still do some damage here.
Yes.
So he can still put the hurt on this E-wing.
So much hurt.
Yeah. I mean, there's a chance that he could just kill it.
Kind of like
Not that way, but
Well, he does have a focus.
yeah, you definitely spend the focus. Yep. So 3 hits and a crit, guaranteed crit coming in here. So that is going to be all 3 shields, half points on red.
good trade on Ryan's behalf, honestly.
Very good trade. Now we still do have a shot coming in here from Han. It's probably going to go with the obstructed range 2. So that's going to be what, 4 dice into
No, Han
number red?
gets to roll 5.
3.
Range.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry. 3 dice. 3 dice.
So if he was
Wrong-
range
wrong
1,
one.
he'd get 6?
No. He has 5 dice on this shot because the target is obstructed and stressed.
Oh,
gets-
Yeah, but if
right.
he was range 1, he would get 6.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, well that's pretty
He
scary.
normally has 2. He gets an extra 1 from the title for stress. He gets an extra 1 from the ability for stress, and then he gets an extra 1 from trick shot for obstruction. Rolls 3 hits.
Boy. And
a
he's going to
focus.
riverboat gamble that one with one of his calculates.
I don't know,
And
do
then,
you do
yeah.
Yeah, so Lando ability, get some rolls.
And he is just re-rolling that one, hoping for some paint here.
And
there it is.
That's 5 damage. That's a dead.
Oh,
Yeah, that is definitely a wow. That is when I was saying damage output, I did not expect this.
Yeah, I forgot
That
about the
was
stress.
disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty
well,
rough.
just remember, there's no way that a YV666 could die in this turn.
So
He needs one more die on that shot. He's obstructed.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Well, they would have to re-roll it. Hang on.
No, you would only roll
No,
one additional.
Yeah,
doesn't-
it's only when you roll too many.
Yeah, that's right. All right, fair enough. Gross.
Well, I don't know. If Fen dies this next round, it's still probably a better trade for Ryan.
Yeah.
Now there's an awful lot of target locks out on the board that are no longer valid.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll.
He just died, Joel. Give him a second.
There's a certain amount of mourning period that we.
His
observe.
corpse isn't even cold yet.
It's space. Everything's cold.
It's milky space.
Technically,
This
it's
is a range
pixels.
1 from Sarko coming into Han here. This is the revenge for not killing Sarko when he had the chance. I still think it's a better trade for Ryan.
Oh, it definitely is.
Unmodded shot, 1 damage coming in, but with a whole bunch of rerolls. Meaning 1 reroll. Why did he reroll that one?
It fell off. It fell off the board. Sorry.
Okay, so just 1 shield.
All right.
That was one you wish you had handbrake on.
For real.
Then we have a range 3 out of Sarko or Unkar here. Unobstructed. Han necessarily doesn't care about this shot because it is unmodified. Hey, look, there's average dice.
Mhm.
And Han don't care.
Nope.
Apparently, Steven said that the 666 can die on any turn. Schrodinger's 666.
I mean, probably the turn that the enemy gets behind it is the one that it dies. So, yes.
So Wade pointed out so eloquently that the E-Wing took 9 hits on 2 shots.
I know from chasing Amy that that's called finger cuffs.
And there was no crit magic in there either. That was
True.
pure damage. But we do know where Fenn's going to be this turn, and
Yep.
that is going to be a very big difference on how this game is going to go. If he can somehow get rid of Fenn this turn, then Ryan is very far ahead, I think.
One big difference maker is going to be whether or not he clips that debris with his front corner.
Oh, yeah. If he gets double stressed.
Well, the ion maneuver's blue, but it will prevent him from taking a focus.
I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, he's gonna make that.
I think he'll be fine. But he will hit it on the way out.
So Nave 2 is kind of in a weird spot. I
mean, do it too hard.
Yeah, I mean,
so their 2 hard is blue, correct?
Yes, they're 1 red.
It'll still be stressed.
No, their 2 hard's not blue.
Oh, it's not?
No, their blues are the 1 bank and the 1 through 4 straight.
Oh, well,
so
then you just do it. Then you just do it 2 hard anyways.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think you do it anyway here.
What we got for Unkar over here? Like a 1 bank, you think?
You could. No, you definitely don't want to block your own Fenn here.
No.
I think
other direction.
I think you turn in on where Han's going to end up to try to block him.
Try and block him or
on the next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a danger there. And
possibly see a scenario where you can actually tractor Han this turn.
If he gets greedy and takes like the 3 hard, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know if he can get a bullseye is the only thing. We got 17 people viewing right now. Hey, how's it going tonight, guys?
Pretty good crowd.
Yeah. And be sure we are doing 2 matches tonight, so stick around after this one. We're going to have yet another game versus Scott Killingsworth and Zeke, both from the Barons. Apparently, this is a contested match because I believe it is a play-in match for our wild card round for the playoffs. Is that correct, Joel?
That is correct. So Scott's in the stronger position standing-wise. Given a certain set of circumstances, he could actually end up first in his division with a guaranteed spot in the playoffs on December 5th. The current game that we're watching between Ryan and Charles is for the top spot in their division. But Zeke has to win his match in order to make it into the graduated cut that feeds into the playoffs.
We do see the 2 hard out of yellow, trying to capitalize.
Zarko wanting to fix his problems.
Yep. I mean, he did his job. He got rid of or he put 2 stress on yellow.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, there's 1 bank. And just taking the focus for those mods, we're definitely going to see a full collapse of damage on defend this turn to see if he can possibly get him off the board.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a really juicy shot. You definitely want to take the target lock here, Ryan.
There
is the target lock. Let's just ensure that he. Yep, there you go. Moving it
over.
Oh yeah. This is choosing violence.
Always. Every
Always.
time. Every single time.
So this is the moment of truth here. Does he get to?
Defend himself.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he's fine.
Plenty of space.
I mean,
Yep,
fine
lots of space.
is super
Now,
relevant.
that does put him in a position to where he basically probably has to do a 1 hard the next turn to not hit that. And even then, I don't know. It's real close. Now he does get to defend himself here. I don't. Oh, it's real close. I don't know if yellow actually has him in arc or not.
I think he does. Yep.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
I think it's by like a couple of pixels.
So now we need to see what Scumhan is going to do. Probably just a 1 straight here, maybe just a 1 bank. Or just bumping in.
Yep, just hug him up.
That's actually what yellow wants here. He doesn't want to be shot at this turn.
No.
Especially
does
by a
give-
potentially 5 dice range 1 shot because he's stressed.
Oh, yeah.
God. No, it'd be 4 dice.
Well, if it's range 1, it'd be 5. Because he picks up 2 dice against a stressed opponent.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, one from the title and 1 from Han's ability.
Oh.
All right, here we
do
go.
I have that backwards? Is Han?
You have it backwards. It should be 4. So 4 dice.
Yeah, Han is
Obstructed.
obstructed. Okay, yeah, it's Han and Trick Shot that double up.
This is where you target lock.
Go ahead and reroll both dice.
I think you reroll both
Yeah.
dice.
Well,
Yep.
no, because if you reroll just the 1, then that's just a straight up 50% chance of getting 2 hits.
And then where this, if you reroll both, yeah, I guess so. Unless you're trying to fish for crits, is the. Looks like he's rerolling both. And there is a
Okay.
hit 2.
That's an upgrade, technically.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, well, actually, yeah. If you consider that blank is not an actual die. Oh,
Doesn't matter.
see.
Sad.
You hate to see it.
Really.
I mean, unless you're Fenn Rao.
Yeah.
Fenn's
Well.
like, thank you. Just out of range for Han, no shot for Fenn. We're gonna see if yellow has a shot here onto Fenn. That will definitely be a range 1. More than likely have Concordia. He does.
Oh, he's got him at range 2.
Yep.
It's range 2.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Target
torp
lock.
time.
And he's got
They
a
don't have
target
torps.
lock from.
Oh, that's right.
Boy.
He ain't got torps in this
But he
build.
does have
Not
a target
bad.
lock. This is what Ryan wants to see here. And he absolutely target locked that. That's real bad.
Yeah.
This could still be 3 crits.
It absolutely could. The chances are very low, but it is possible.
This could also be 3 blanks.
And there's a hit
Okay,
crit.
Hit crit.
That seems like a pretty good conversion out of essentially 3 blanks.
Ooh. Has to spend to live. Takes a crit
Yep.
in the bargain.
Could be a direct.
Could be a
very
direct. Let's see what happens.
And
It
it's
is
a direct.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Fenn is
Savage.
down. This
He
is
almost
game.
squeaked it out there.
And there you go. We said early on, the path towards the inside is the path to death, and there you have it.
One
Yep.
day,
And
y'all are going to
true.
listen to me about pixels.
Well, so we see a pretty decent swing here. This is an obstructed shot from Unkar onto Han. Han doesn't necessarily care about this. He still has his force from Kanan.
Yep.
And all the rerolls that come along with being next to a cloud. There is 1 crit on the board.
Heroic.
Even if it goes, doesn't necessarily care.
Ugh.
Oh my
Heroic.
gosh! And there's Han heroic.
Heroic.
And there's the
There
evade.
it is.
Yep.
So I like how the quad jumpers have just net a singular damage towards Han every single round.
Mm-hmm. So Han's got to be real careful here this next turn, though, because, man, Unkar is in position to just throw him on that rock.
Can Unkar do that himself?
If
'Cause
he's
that's
at range
phase.
0. Oh, wait, hang on. He can just go ahead and do that, I believe.
Well,
don't
no,
At
but
the
see,
no, at the
no,
start of the engagement. At the engagement
no,
phase.
there's no way that he can get tractor this turn. Well,
If
He
he
give no. He
forces a
only
bump.
gives him. He would have to give him 2 tractor tokens out of the bullseye with his action, and then have Han run into him for the
That's
third.
right.
or you have Sarko turn and tractor him, give him
Yes.
1, and then Unkar get him with the bullseye to get 2.
I don't think
And then
Unkar
tractor him.
has a way to do bullseye.
He doesn't. I don't think so.
I think if you can manage to catch him with the turn, which I don't think there's any way that Sarko can tractor him this round, but that would be the only way.
Yep.
That's why I don't fly quad jumpers. They're really confusing.
No, I think Han here just does a 3 hard. In
I mean,
I don't
seems
think
good.
any world where it actually matters if he bumps into Unkar or not. And if he doesn't, then he just rotates his arc and plasters him for it.
Charles is Han.
He's in a little off spot here.
Yeah. I mean, you probably just go ahead and jockey for position this turn.
Yeah, I don't know if you try and disengage and just move your arc, or if you take the turn in with just like a 2 hard and possibly just pot shot onto yellow.
Just
Now,
accept
if
the
I
stress.
was Ryan here, yeah, well, if I was Ryan here, I would probably try and do a 4 straight and get as far away as possible.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta get some real estate. Get away from those rocks. Get away from everything. Get the stress off you. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about it, I think, yeah, 2 hard. Just go ahead and accept the stress for Charles. You might not even hit anything.
I think he'd be fine if you just did a 2 hard.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I retract my previous conjecture.
So we
Now,
are.
one thing to be mindful of, if he flips, well, never mind. I'm sorry. He's double stressed. I'm
Yeah,
looking at
he's
tokens.
double
I can
stressed,
do
so
that.
he.
He ain't flipping nothing.
No, and
Well,
if Charles's Han does do the 2 hard and Ryan takes his knave and jets out with a 4 straight, you're looking at another obstructed shot onto a stressed target.
Oh yeah,
true.
you're right.
Now he could. I'm trying to see.
You could
They
try
don't
and
have.
go for a
Do they have a?
here with the name and just do a 2 hard in.
Do
Just
the
accept.
E-wings have a 1 hard?
They do, but they're red.
Yeah, they're red.
So you actually may just do the 2 hard here and just accept if you get another stress just to keep arc on stuff.
But yeah,
So
not
hard.
having any like bank option that's blue that's fast enough to get him over Han's base.
Large base.
Yeah, is hard here.
Let's see, what did he do here?
Just bumped.
Getting rid of stress and just bumping.
Don't
Maybe
hate
not
it.
be a bad call here. Just depends on how aggressive Charles decided to be.
Yeah.
Did try for the 2 hard to try and get into that tractor beam range. Probably not. Definitely looks to be a range 2 here. So unfortunately, there's no tractor beam shenanigans happening to Han this round. He will barrel roll to try and nab a shot though. So head's still in the game. So it looks like we are trying to just block Han this round. To give a tractor beam the next round at the start of the engagement phase, and then do a 3 bank with Sarko to possibly get the bullseye tractor beam onto a rock. And that is absolutely something that can happen.
Ooh.
Doing the 3 bank over the debris, saying, I don't care, let's go. Now he will not have a shot on yellow this turn. Yellow is actually in a pretty good position now.
Ooh.
Takes the damage from the debris.
That was the
First
first.
shield plink off of Scumhan.
You hate to see it. So we're going to have Han's first shot. Looks like that's going to be an obstructed range 3 onto Han.
Ha-on. So they're going to be having 4 dice offs here.
Oh yeah.
Scumhan
So
gaining
this-
2 dice off of the obstruction.
Yep. Pretty solid shot here. I think you just leave it be. I don't even think you you spend the force.
Go ahead and spend. There's a crit in there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, that is fair. Because if somehow he does blank out, then. Now, unlike Rebel Han, Scum Han unfortunately does not have any kind of modification for this. So whatever he rolls is what he has. And that is
Which is
not
nothing.
See, yep, spending that force was the right call, Charlie.
It's
So
almost
2
like I'm a
shields,
wizard.
hit and a crit.
You're a wizard, Charlie.
And
I am a
correct
wizard.
hit. That is 6 damage onto Han in 1 turn.
Wolf.
On basically a junk shot too. Like there was, like he got
Also,
bumped
this
out.
Han needs to have a stress.
Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and let him know.
I typed it in.
Ah, you got it. Typing's great. It's so lazy.
Gum is censored.
Scum and censored.
No, it's not scum that's censored.
TTS is too wholesome for us.
This is the return shot, only one coming back into Han, and this is kind of where you see the disparity between the different versions of Han, where both essentially lost their action this turn, and Rebel Han just doesn't care.
Nope.
Now, granted, he did roll very well. However, he still had the option to re-roll everything if he felt like it.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
They're doing
Oh,
the
it's not the starting
Unkar
engagement phase,
stuff.
it's the activation phase. But it doesn't matter because there's no reduction in dice until he is tractored, correct?
Correct. So he has to have 3 tractor tokens for it to matter at all.
Yep. Yeah, I have no idea what Unkar does, so or when he triggers. No, don't remove that die. Nope, don't
Nope.
do it.
Charlie, go! Charlie, go! Go, Charlie,
Oh,
go!
hang on. I'm going. No. Oh god, I've got to scroll through and find them.
Okay, so I didn't realize that. So it is only once you have actually gotten the tractored effect off.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That was one of the many effects of trying to account for the existence of the Nantex. Got all those tractor effects changed over the course of the last year and a half.
Yeah. Well, there were a lot of changes to tractors, so.
Yeah.
If it was the original way, oh
All right,
man.
sports fans, walk me through this. How is Rebel Han in a pickle today?
He's not?
He's not?
He's really not.
No, I'm talking about for the next round. Like how is
No,
this
he's
tractor
totally
shenanigans?
fine.
I mean, he's really
Oh, okay.
not.
So no. There's a world in which he gets tractored onto this rock next turn.
Gotcha.
Is there? Oh, is there? Are you sure?
Is there?
Yeah.
I don't think there is.
So what happens here is
A 2 bank
yeah,
with
Sarko
Sarko.
takes the 2 bank, lays 2 tractors on him, right?
Yeah.
So he goes from 0 to 2. Then
Mhm.
Unkar takes a 2 hard and sits. and then Han bumps into Unkar, takes the third tractor, gets barrel rolled onto the rock.
So basically, you've
Okay,
got
that's
to
fair.
guess where Unkar is going to get out of this little trap.
Well, if he does the too hard, that means he's going to land right above that little cloud on the bottom part of this
Yeah, that's pretty
part
tough.
of the map. Honestly, like Han just does it too hard inside the map, and he just says he doesn't care. I mean, you could do it one hard, I guess, too, but
All right. So do we think this knave is just going to cut in for the too hard? There's no reason not to.
I think
yeah,
maybe he does the one bank, and then does the barrel roll link into a lock re-up.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I think that's the right call because you get the you finally get modification again, and
I'm checking to see if there's real estate. I don't know.
Oh no, there is.
Oh yeah, there's real
there
estate.
absolutely is.
Oh yeah.
I've been playing X1s. I know the one bank into a barrel roll.
All right. I'm just saying. Nobody.
I tell you, Connor,
my
I have
pixel
been.
theory.
I take back everything I ever said. I love the X1 generics. They're amazing.
Aren't
Yes, they are. Yeah. I did not have a great run with them this past week, but I don't care. That list is a lot of fun.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Shang Tsung. I killed you and I took your soul, and I will use it, even if I'm not very good at it.
Well, I'll allow it.
Well, you have to. You're dead.
Is somebody still? They're all set.
Oh, takes the turn.
Ooh. I like it.
He may still have the lock on Scum.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Ooh, not going for the tractor attempt.
Yeah, I'm surprised at that.
So I had the distinct honor of once tractoring Ryan Farmer's Boba Fett into a position where he flew himself off the board, and I'm telling you go for the tractor against large base. It's just so satisfying.
So we do see a contraband cybernetics, but I don't think that's range 1.
2 sloop. Yeah, that's.
I don't think it is.
Yep.
Is it not?
No.
I don't think so.
He's probably going to try here, but I'm almost positive that is definitely a range 2, which is unfortunate.
What just happened?
Wait, what?
I'm very confused.
Oh, there we go. He undid that. I think he was. Well, so for whatever reason, it didn't flip it because it's considering it a bump, even though that was where he initially was.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to sort out.
There we go.
There we go.
He picked like a wrong direction.
Yeah, that must have been what it was. He's trying to walk it back. There it is.
Okay.
There it is.
Okay. Gambling that Ryan's going to want off this ride.
Well, it just gets both tractor tugs behind him, right?
Ooh. Well.
But he gone.
All right.
Yeah, he sees the danger of having both tugs pointed at him and does not want any part of getting tractored.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you're still gonna have a nice shot at yourself, apparently. Yeah, he's gonna whale into Han now.
Yep.
Who has to check for that?
No, that's obstructed.
Okay, so no additional damage from that debris.
Everybody just assumes the crit won't happen to them, and it might not, but
Might
it will.
not.
But sometimes it does.
Oh yeah. Usually, if
That
you're on a
is a
top
really
table, it will.
quality shot going into this Han, and as we saw last round, 6 damage in Han in a single turn does not feel good. So 4 dice coming in this to 4 dice. So I mean, still got some defense here, but unfortunately, his Han does not have any modification.
Oh no. What do you think, sports fans? You on that?
Yeah, you Han that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
because you still
Kanan on
have
board. You're
Kanan.
fine.
Yeah, you're fishing for 3 minimum.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can bite you, but like, still do it.
I'd do it.
So looks like they're debating here. Yep, going for the Han reroll, right call. And
There it
Yeah,
is.
perfect.
there it is.
Yeah.
And that's where you spend
You
the
knew it was
Kanan.
going to be like that the whole time.
All of Han's gambling has really paid off this, and
Ooh.
unfortunately, other Han's gambling also paid off.
Well, Han's not out of the woods yet.
Which one?
Although, Scumhan. Actually, he's about to put the wood to Knave 2 over here because that guy is definitely at range 1 and definitely has a stress on him.
So, well, it's 4 dice into either target.
True. But
And
one of them has rerolls and 3 dice. And one of
Yeah,
them has
you
3
definitely
dice
shoot
and
at
no
the one
rerolls.
that has no rerolls.
oh, no, it's 5 dice into Han because he's obstructed and stressed.
Ah.
Um,
Yeah, that's tempting.
But those rerolls, man.
Those rerolls.
Is
so
that
2 hits and a crit.
2 hits and a crit?
That's
Okay.
2 and a crit. Yep, that's a
Not
pretty
bad.
good roll.
So just one
Got
evade.
a force up.
We do not have a
No,
force
he spent
up.
the force.
That's right. He burned
Do
it.
you reroll this?
I
Yep.
don't know that I reroll this. I don't expect to get
It's the same result.
to, yeah.
I mean,
So
expected
2
result is
shields.
an evade in there. But yeah, that
Yeah,
hurts a
no,
little.
I guess it was worth it here because you had the shields to absorb the crit even if you
Yep.
blanked
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, true.
So you go ahead and gamble on trying to take less damage.
So
Yep.
just barely range 2 for number yellow here. And where's the heroic
And
when
you
you
have
need it?
the
There's
He
the
does not have a
heroic.
target lock. Oh, does he have a target lock?
Yeah, he's got one sitting on the base there.
Yeah, you spend that target lock here. Oh, he's just leaving it be. Range 3 from Unkar on to
That's
Han
fine.
here.
He just elect not to spend his lock.
Yeah,
What
I
it
believe
looks
so.
like.
That's okay.
I don't think that's a terrible call. Just because he was already guaranteed 0, so his average would be 1 on the reroll. Probably not worth it. So 2 damage coming into Han here. Sometimes those rerolls just don't amount to much. So Rebel Han is down to 7 hull left, and Scum Han is down to 5 hull left.
Critically,
So
Rebel Han is 1 hit away from giving up half points, which in this case is 48, which isn't enough to completely bring Charles back into line with Ryan's current lead, but it gets him pretty close.
Yep.
Yep.
And save. Yeah, I don't know. I guess he's just wanting to save up for a pretty good strong range one shot on Han over here with his knave. The problem with that is he's now in a bad spot to potentially get tractored out of anything meaningful by Sarko coming in.
That is true. Well, I mean, the knave does move first.
Yeah.
Is the only silver lining there.
And
Do you
then you've
think
got
the knave can catch Scumhan, though? I mean, Scumhan can just peel out of there.
it's true. It's true.
I don't remember
So you
what
got to
their
imagine
morale looks
he's
like.
probably doing like a 3 bank close to that asteroid to his right. In which case, if I guess you're a betting person. Well, because you're gonna get tractored by. Yeah, he's in a bad spot. So this is gonna be interesting. And then unfortunately, Rebel Han's just not in a meaningful place where he can actually lend any aid. I mean, you could probably carve in and just shed your stress next turn, which is probably what he does. But yeah, this is gonna definitely be a Charles turn.
Yep.
Ooh.
Wade in chat saying that Ryan needs to start working on those quad jumpers. Doesn't think there's enough time left in the game to realistically get any more points off of Scumhan.
Yeah.
Looking at
Maybe.
Han,
That is a good
he's
point.
got 5 hull left. That's at least 2 shots.
Yeah.
But
All
it's what is it? Sarko, you only need 1 shot to get him dead. Only
Yeah.
need 1 shot on Unkar to get half.
Yep.
Yellow Knave blocking Sarko's final position and ends up bumping on Scumhan.
Yep. And got the 3 hard, so yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and turn the gun and catch something obstructed.
Looks like he's considering electing not to use Kanan and just leave the stress on there. Oh, decides to use Kanan.
I don't like it, but okay.
I mean, you got to try and get as much of a point lead as you possibly can.
I mean, you can exchange in this case you exchange a force point for at minimum a focus because you get your action this way.
Yeah.
That is an interesting call.
Oh, he's taking that 1 hull point and going home.
I mean, that's not a bad choice. Go ahead and wrap that up whatever you can. I just don't think that.
I don't know if that's the right call.
Oh no, 6 minutes. That's a little tricky.
Yeah, Zeke calling the Rebel Han boosting on out in chat.
Yep.
Yeah, he's not going to get the trick on this. So, but he will be out of arc. So that's something.
Yep. No shot there.
Yeah, both Hans saying
and
you
you'll
can't have
probably see
unhulls.
Sarko go this
Yep.
turn.
And Ryan's probably more than willing to go ahead and feast upon Sarko at this point.
Yeah, I think if he can get rid of Sarko, then the knave just bugs out towards the top of the board and just says, "I'm going to run out the time."
I think this is the first shot Scumhan has taken where he didn't get some combination of title, trick shot, or his ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charles has done a really good job
Pretty
of
well.
putting Han where he needed to be.
range 1 from the yellow knave into Sarko Plank.
Yep.
Just a focus, but it should be sufficient.
Yeah. And Sarko should be rolling 1. Oh no, he did 3. Never mind. Spend. Yep. Well, maybe not.
There is the damage needed to get rid of Sarko. Did
Things just
he?
don't die.
He's dead. I mean, he still gets to shoot, but
Yeah.
it's dead. And 1 crit coming in. The knave just doesn't care about this. He's like, cool, just take my shield.
Wade mentioning that knave could die too. Well, not with that attitude he won't. Nope.
We do have 1 more shot from
Oh, okay. Never
Unkar
mind. I miscounted.
coming into yellow.
That's right. He had a stack of them
Yep,
under here,
and
didn't he?
there's range 2.
Yeah. I'm looking from way on high, and I missed one of the cards, so he was already at 5. We're good.
And a single solitary shield damage on the yellow knave.
Yep.
We're currently looking at a roughly 80-point lead for Ryan here.
Yep.
Looks like the only way to pick up the 80 points needed is you have to kill Han.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I don't believe that is
Yeah, I mean,
going
at
to be
this point, you
possible
just go ahead and
based on
get
the
distance
positioning.
with both the knave and Han. The knave can go ahead and lock Unkar for shenanigans, but
I take that back. You could kill the knave and have Han, but I think that's just as hard. Like, I mean, we're at 2.5 minutes. You realistically have 1 turn left.
now Unkar
Yeah.
can still go ahead and probably. No, I don't think there's enough distance to throw him on that rock. So you could throw him on the debris if you wanted to, but
Yeah,
that's
it
not
just
really gonna
throws them further away.
meaningfully. Yeah, it's not gonna meaningfully impact anything.
Well, and he won't be there by the time Unkar moves it.
Oh,
anyway.
that's right, because he moves first.
You're right. Look at y'all remembering player order.
I mean, you just bug out with the knave. You just 3 hard and say no thanks. Three hard, boost towards the top of the board, take your target locks, and just run
5
away.
straight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess you could 5 straight too, either way.
Just get out.
Yep. There's no reason to be there.
Or
what you said.
Yep.
Sure.
And boost.
It's also
Or
a
just
valid
focus.
choice.
I don't know if that's the right call there. Because if he did the 3 bank, he may be able to actually clip him with that tractor beam.
Huh.
But he didn't.
Well, he didn't.
Looks like just 1 shot coming in this round. Yeah, and that's going to be all she wrote.
Yeah.
We could see half points dropped here. But
True.
not with a roll like that.
Nope.
Yep.
Oh, to add insult to injury, 1 more focus.
and then don't even spend your focus.
It's like I'll just keep this.
Strong.
All right. Well, we're going to take a moment and bring the players up into the commentary channel and have a quick interview before moving on to our second match of the evening.
All right, I'm not hearing.
Oh, can you hear us now, Charles?
I hear Andrew. I didn't hear Joel.
Okay. We are back with Ryan and Charles. We're going to talk a little bit about their match. Congratulations, Ryan. Condolences, Charles.
Yep.
Fenn burned hot and he burned bright. That is for sure.
Range 2 shots. He was taking a lot of range 2 shots.
Yep. Now, those are the ones you don't want to be on the receiving end as a Fenn player.
No. But anyway, it was good. Good. Took the eye on early. Boom. I think he got, how many shots did I get with him? 1 shot? No, I took 2 shots.
Two
2 shots. Yeah. One was range 3.
Once, and then you blew up the red E-wing.
Yeah. Now I will say the red E-wing going down from full health and from 2 shots is whew.
Yeah. Well, I put him in a bad spot, forcing me to boost. And then I was like, well, at least I need to threaten Finn. I mean, I'm not going to get a token anyways. I might as well get a target lock just in case. And then Charles had an awesome move where he barrel rolled over. I didn't even think that would fit. And then, he went pop real quick.
Yeah, but then I think in that same round used when you did the ion. So, it was a sacrifice.
Yeah.
So,
like even whenever the Knave went down, I still said it was a better trade for Ryan just because you knew where Fenn was going to be that turn.
Yeah. But now, if I had tractor beam Fenn and moved him, could he have taken another stress and rotated?
I believe so.
Well, I don't think you
I
can.
did have that.
No,
you
I
can rotate if you tractor yourself.
Right. The tractor has to
Now,
originate
he was stressed
from
at
the
the
other
time,
player.
but could he have taken another stress?
He could, but the tractor has to originate from the other player.
Oh.
Okay, that's what I didn't know. So it would have reduced to a die, but I might have been able to get out of that shot from the Knave, which is the one that killed him.
Yeah.
So yeah. But anyway, I thought, boy, if I could rotate, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Nantex is making game complicated even when they're not here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but it was a good game. E-wings, and that Han is just tough. So that's a solid list, and I thought I had a chance against it. Especially once I got in there.
Well, I was gonna say I love the build that you had for Scum Han. That's one of the more innovative ones I've seen.
I like that.
But I only got to take the calculate tokens. I mean, when I turned in, I did not see him turning in with the Knave or with the E-wing. And if I I should have just went straight forward and kept up the calculate tokens shenanigans. So that was a lesson learned. I shouldn't have turned in, but I was hoping to start hammering on the Han. I thought he might go forward one, thinking that Han was going to go straight, and he had the target lock. So I thought he was going to try to take some damage there, but he turned in. He made the better move and caught me.
Well played, both players, guys. That was a fun game to watch.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad y'all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Good game. Enjoyed it. Had fun.
Good game, Charles. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you both again so much for coming on the stream. If everyone will,
All right, guys. I look forward to watching and seeing how badly y'all talk about me.
You were good.
Ryan, I appreciate the game, my friend. It was good.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate it.
All right. So if everyone will just hang out for a minute,
guys,
we'll
call it a night. We'll see y'all.
Good night.
Thank you for streaming it.
Good night, Charles.
All right, buddy.
All right, if everyone will just hang on for a minute, we will get our second match queued up, and we'll be right back. And we're back here presenting to you the match between Scott Killingsworth and Zeke McBrayer. They're here fighting similarly to our last match for the right to attend the playoffs on December 5th, which will be a one-day event, top 8, single elimination, 3 rounds, winner take all, so to speak. I have with me still Charlie Hicks. How's it going, Charlie?
Going well again.
And Connor Curry. How are you doing, Connor?
Doing great.
All right. Andrew Knuckles had to bug out, so it's just the 3 of us left to commentate today. So, Charlie, you were doting on Zeke's list. Why don't you give us a rundown? It looks pretty complicated.
It does. It has a lot of moving parts. So we've got a Republic list over here, anchored by Warthog. He is loaded up with 5s, Wolfpack, Clone Commander Cody, and Synchronized Console. And he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 different V19 torrents. Each of them have Synchronized Console and Marksmanship. 2 of them have cluster missiles, and another 2 of them have concussion missiles. So really just trying to kind of load up on the amount of offense, stack the box with the cluster missile guys up front, and then just go ahead and let somebody wail into them. It's fine. They're going to get all their shots off, and basically just angling for being able to pass around the target lock between all their friends and kind of maximize the carnage that happens in there.
So talk to me about the Warthog piece of this list. What all is he getting out of that as opposed to, say, a couple of more torrents?
All right. So basically with Warthog, you are, as long as you position it correctly, I think it's between like 0 to 2 of Warthog, you basically got a no initiative kill bubble. So it doesn't matter if he stacks the box with a bunch of I6s or whatever. If they just go ahead and nuke one of these V19s, they're still going to get their shot. So you can't mitigate his offense by just going ahead and alphaing it off the board. Like, he's going to be able to go ahead and claw back into you. I mean, he'll probably lose some ships in that initial engagement if you just pile in, but I mean, it's still going to hurt quite a good bit. And especially like if you joust into this, like with those cluster missiles and everything like that, because with the LAT, it's got that built-in double charge thing where it can expend a charge and then you can re-roll dice. So like you can actually just go ahead and do that to, if you don't get on the one that's firing with the lock, you can go ahead and spend that so that they get their ideal shot, and then they go ahead and pass it to their friends. So like it works really well with having one guy take a lock and then everybody else going ahead and focusing up to just make sure that you get the maximum amount of hurt on these guys when you're coming in for that shot.
All right. So, Connor, why don't you walk us through Scott's list?
All right. Well, Scott is flying my least favorite faction in the game.
Agreed. Yep. Co-sign. Can we just admit that Scott is our least favorite player in X-Wing?
Oh
Ooh.
no, I
Ooh.
love me some Scott.
Oh wow, Joel didn't
Scott.
co-sign on that? I thought that would have been a honeypot for Joel.
That, man, I get to say that. You don't get to say that.
You have triggered his Big Brother trap card.
Rude. I mean, I'm going with my A-Wing bias and my Auburn bias, but like I thought for sure I could have got Joel on that. No. Scott's good people, even though he flies resistance.
He's flying filthy resistance though. So
true, the loathsome resistance.
So he's got, it looks like a Super Poe. I don't know the standard build for Poe right now, but it's he's got integrated S-foils, heroic, R4, overdrive thrusters, and jamming beam. And this is the trigger happy flyboy Poe, as opposed to, I don't remember the subtitle for the other one.
Yeah,
I learned my lesson from the Last Jedi Poe.
Yeah. It's not new Poe.
Yeah, this is old Poe.
Yeah.
So basically PTL Poe.
Yeah.
And then he's got 3 RZ2s. Looks like ZZ, Greer, and Merle. All 3 with heroic and advanced optics.
I just want to call that guy Merle Haggard. Like,
That
if we
is
don't get
what I have almost called him 3 times now.
I know we need a Merle Haggard alt art.
Yes, we
Somebody
do.
needs to make that happen.
We absolutely do. But it looks like so he's lined up and he's doing almost exactly what I hoped he would do. When he dropped those first 2 A-wings directly across from the torrents, I cringed. But he's being a little cagey here.
Oh no, Scott does this all the time.
I know. I still cringed.
I'm gonna joust you with A-wings. God, I hate A-wings.
God, I hate them so much.
This is like a support group. I've hated A-wings as long as they've been in the game.
Yeah.
Meh, it doesn't matter. They're still long range. No, so the A-wings here are all pretty cut and dry. The only new piece really is Merle, and you get a sometimes pretty useful ability because it's like you can throw a tractor beam on something conditionally, right? And all they have to do is look at you and they lose defense, which is great. But the real interesting piece here, I think, is Poe with overdrive thrusters, because he gets to either 2-speed barrel roll or 2-speed boost at will.
True. Although
God, that's gross.
Like, I'm really frowning on his choice of heroic because he should have taken Daredevil. Instead, he's a coward.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on. Everybody wants to live that life.
I mean, it'd be pretty sweet, but you're whipping around at the cost of no mods, so.
True, but you can.
You can.
Yeah.
But he didn't apply resistance to not bring heroic.
I know, and that's why they're awful.
You are not wrong.
What talent am I going to put on this resistance ship? I bet it's heroic.
Yeah. Wade in chat correcting our ignorance. It is Commander Poe that was not brought.
Ah, Commander Poe. That's what.
How dare you know things, Wade? How dare you?
So here we have the loathsome resistance saying, haha, you can come and get me. Nope, never mind. And looks like they're drawing the clones kind of into this channel on the bottom half of the board here. And the A-wings can engage in whatever direction they want, basically. They can be running away to engage, they can jump at your flank to engage. Meanwhile, Poe just gets to go super fast and get a solid position on the flank this next turn.
Yeah, and this is actually a little bit consequential because he could go ahead and leap in and just deny them that target lock. So you might end up having to double lock, which is not so great. I mean, it doesn't hurt terribly. Like you can still play around with that, but it's not ideal.
Oh, Merle's at it again.
Oh yeah, he's the salt of the earth. He's the working man's A-wing pilot.
Just saying something, because A-wing pilots don't work a day in their life.
God, that's true. It's like, maybe I should joust this. Nope, I'm just gonna take it too hard and then boost.
I could not have had better commentators for this match. This is amazing.
No, you got 2 salty Imperial players.
No. It's 3 salty Imperial players. Joel just has a logic circuit.
Joel has tact.
Oh, true. We can't get him to turn on his brother yet.
Now I gotta say I like this positioning for Merle, because he still has the option to just say nah and 3 bank around the bottom side of this debris and then just boost away and shoot out the back, right?
Oh yeah.
No, Scott is in a great spot right now.
And generally speaking, I like where Zeke is at though. Like he's not giving up the board edge yet, which is key.
Yeah.
So when he does turn in, he has as much of the board in front of him as possible. But what I'm not too keen on is how far in toward the middle the lat is.
Yeah, I was about to say I would like. Now I don't know the lat's dial very well yet.
I mean,
Okay.
imagine a lambda.
Yeah,
The
so
turns-
I
the
would have
turns
liked
aren't
him
red,
to
but-
hang out a little farther behind
Okay, here we
the
go.
torrents.
Here we go. We're using the
Ooh.
decloak because I don't think that the 2-barrel roll is implemented. And there's your 2-barrel roll. Close the wings. Comes in. Use Poe's ability to pick up a focus, and then do a red barrel roll, kicking in overdrive thrusters to make it a 2-speed.
Full. But also gross.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
I spent a while trying to chase down this Poe, and I gotta say, Suntir had a hard time.
So is this the new Kylo?
This is, I don't know.
He
It's
doesn't have
rough.
force,
I
thank
think
God.
in hyperspace, this Poe really has an opportunity to shine. I think in extended there are enough tools out there that are good in the current meta that will just negate his advantages. Particularly, I'm thinking of Wookiees.
Yeah. Man, don't bring a Wookiee meta. It's the worst possible outcome. I think I hate Wookiees worse than I hate A-Wings. Like A-Wings make me feel stupid, and I hate feeling stupid. But Wookiees just like make me question my choice of being here. So all right, and the A-Wing's gonna shoot. I bet it rolls 2 hits.
After it rolls 2 blanks.
Heroic. It's still not enough. The hubris of not shuffling your damage deck. It's always a great move. It's like, oh, I had that?
It's to establish dominance.
Absolutely. No, even better. You can't do it, obviously, in a virtual setting, but just don't actually put your damage deck on the table. Just leave it in your pack.
Like, I've done that. Not on
I've
purpose.
done that too.
Not on purpose, but there are games where like you go half the game and you don't realize that you've done it, either because like you're kind of playing cagey or your list just has a bunch of shields. So
Again, Steven can't resist interrupting on his honeymoon to tell us that Joel loves throwing his brother under the bus, which is true because like we played a game of Among Us
I
and
was about to
every
say
single
that's
time.
only during Among Us, though, isn't it?
Oh man, that was so much fun.
I think I might have made him mad.
And like he was so convincing in his consistency that eventually I was just like, maybe Scott is the killer.
Well, what Joel didn't think about is that he only did that when Joel himself was not the imposter, and as soon as he stopped blaming Scott every time, we knew.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yes, we need to do another one of those soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we were talking about this weekend. We'll see. I've got some other things that I need to see how they work out on the calendar.
Well, you heard it here. You heard it here first, folks. Soon. TM.
So, what do we think here for Zeke?
1 banks for the inside, 2 banks for the outside. Maybe. So the problem with this is Merle's just going to do a 4 straight and boost, right?
Yep.
Like,
Or a
I just-
3-bet.
Well,
Three
yeah,
bet.
Oh,
3
he's
bet.
going for the block.
Oh.
yeah. Never mind.
Okay.
That's actually a much better choice.
Yeah. Yeah, that is way better than what I was going to say.
Mm.
The thing is, with the synced console, he just needs one target lock,
True.
Mhm.
and everybody gets to do what they want.
Yeah.
Ooh, that might have been an unforced bump there if he had just chosen to take green first.
Agree. Warhawk's clean though. Here comes the lock.
So what do we got? We've got
You'll still get 3 shots into Merle, so
yeah, none of them
Yeah.
ordnance though, because
Yeah.
green and brown have the long range missiles.
yeah.
It's always the working man taking it for the rich folk. I mean, like Poe's over here. You don't see Poe having to worry about any of this. It's always Merle. It's like Merle, why don't you just get in there and get the job done? And Merle's, he's just working for his. Ooh.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh,
I see.
like it.
Come on, get in there.
Now watch.
And then
Scott's
ZZ's gonna
Jesus,
see that and be
ow.
like,
Scott's going to have preemptively seen this and just said, "Nope, your target lock is for naught."
God, Scott, that's why you are the worst.
Nope.
Oh no,
He didn't see
okay,
it.
cool.
So
that's the outcome.
is he range 2 of both red and yellow? Well, now he is.
now.
Yeah, he's taken 4 missiles,
Ooh.
6 missiles maybe.
Does Scott know how this works?
He's about to.
Yeah, he is. I'm ZZ. I have 2 focuses. Well, what if you had like a billion missiles?
Yup. Okay, now watch this. He flipped to the much pew, so he opened his wings. Here he's going to be taking a focus and then that 2 boost in.
Yep.
Which, he might be better off just staying at range and grabbing the lock this turn. But,
Yeah.
man, that thing can really move.
Look at Trust Fund Poe over here, not having to take a shot. Like he went to Yale. Merle didn't go to Yale. Merle went to technical college.
Wow.
Yeah, so Merle is currently reducing the agility of 3 of Zeke's ships.
True.
Yeah, and so he can affect friendlies at range 0 to 2, so Poe is going to get to shoot. If he shoots into the lat will not get to roll any dice in defense.
Which, there goes the target lock.
Well, it has 10
If
health.
he so chooses. No, I mean, like, he could hit it with the jamming beam.
Yeah, he can jamming beam it.
Oh,
It's
boy.
not a terrible idea.
Oh, is this happening?
Yeah, I actually like that here.
It's 3 dice.
Which is jamming beam, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what happens here. So that was, I think he just took the damage.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
Yeah, so
so that was a regular primary.
All
right,
right. Well,
well,
that's not the choice I would
I
have
would
taken.
not have. Yeah, I would not have hated the jamming beam shot there.
ZZ's going to take so many missiles.
Man, I think the only time to see this many missiles is a pay-per-view.
Yep, continuing in on the gravy train against the lat. Don't spin.
Spend it.
Don't spin.
No.
ZZ. Oh, she spins.
Oh no.
Oh no, he doesn't know.
He isn't ready.
No, he's not.
All right. This one is not going to get to benefit from Merle because he is outside of range 2 from Merle. And advanced optics with the focus spend, getting us up to the required 2 hits.
And we're just going to go ahead and take
2
him.
more.
But it's okay.
Warthog down to 4 hull. And it definitely in this list, Warthog should be your first target because after that you can start initiative killing the Torrents.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you definitely lean into ZZ here.
Oh, yeah.
Just like make sure that you can just wipe her off the board this round.
So, I mean, ZZ is the A-Wing we hate the most, right? Like, we're all friends. This is our support group. Like,
I mean, do we have one we hate the most?
There is not much point in shooting ZZ, like, ever.
Yeah.
And so to watch her go up in flames is a little cathartic.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. True.
You'll love to see it.
Spins the lock after the shot to transfer it, and that's actually critical, as he had to fire at the target that he had locked in order to pass the lockdown.
Yep. Oh, man. Becker saying that Merle can't afford pay-per-view. Yeah, not on...
That's why he's facing the other way and can't see what's about to happen.
It's true. Merle is watching public access right now.
So
He's
here
got
we
the
have
Andy Griffith show.
Here we have cluster missile number 1 coming out of red. That's a pretty good start. Spend it for 3. Scott's like, that's okay. I'll spend this focus. Take 1 more damage. That's not terrible. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I can't do that again? Oh no.
Wait a second. What is this green lock?
So yeah, the chain continues. Here we go. Cluster missile number 2.
Gross.
Will the circle be unbroken?
Now, Scott is positioned well in terms of he is denying the additional shot per round from the clusters. There's no one else close enough to ZZ. I think we probably see a lat spend here for a reroll.
Yep. And 2 is fine, probably. Ah.
It's an A-Wing, Charlie.
All right, here's the Synced Console Dream just trucking along. We've got concussion missile number 1 coming in.
Oh boy. Ooh.
Oh, that's a shot. Now, the concussion missile ability will not come into play as there are no cards currently sitting on ZZ's hull. 1 crit makes it through.
Direct
and dead.
Get out of here, it's easy.
You hate to see it, but when it's A-Wings, you love to see it.
You do not hate to see that.
No, that was Zeke's list doing what it does best and just pulverizing whatever is sitting range 2 in front of it.
Yep.
I will say, though, even having just lost an A-Wing on the initial round of combat, I don't hate the position Scott is in because he's chewed through a significant chunk of that lat.
Yeah.
That's true.
And Torrents are kind of like TIE fighters. They'll do stuff, but once you take away the enablers of whatever list they're in, it's just a torrent.
Yeah.
There's only so much it can do.
Brown Torrent taking the range 1 shot into Merle. Doesn't amount to a hill of beans.
But then if you're Merle in this situation, you're doing pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Just like, all right, well, I guess I'll shoot stuff.
and you're just gonna take a 2 bank after this and just keep shooting stuff, and you're gonna get 2 hits.
Yep.
You sure are.
Looks like you went into Brown. Yeah.
Yep.
So 1 hit into Brown. So looking at Zeke's list, there's still a massive amount of hull on the table.
Mhm.
Scott's going, he's behind the 8 ball. He has already lost 1 whole ship. However, he's not really that far behind in points because he's already taken half of Warthog, and Warthog is very expensive.
True. So here's the other thing. Probably going to see. Well, you've got a couple of options. So Warthog could just jet out over here, do like a 3 straight, and just kind of clear the balance of his torrents to just get in and get their locks and do what they need to. I mean, you could bank in to kind of mess with Greer, but Greer's not going to be messed with that. Like, I mean, like you're going to be able to get perfect information on whether you need to train your gun on Warthog in the back, or if you can trim it to the front and everything like that. So, like, honestly, you're not going to bamboozle in that situation. So probably just getting out away from the balance of his guys so they can go ahead and turn in. Merle, you can't do anything about Merle, so you just kind of have to accept it. But yeah, you're probably just going to have these guys kind of banking in, show their teeth, and see what Ivy League Poe and his trust fund dollars do.
So I think you probably want to threaten this whole middle area with your guys. You may not want to do a full hard turn. You may just want to 1 bank again with red and try to match that more or less with the guys that bumped as much as you can. Because you want to pick up Poe if Poe is silly enough to stay in front of you. But more realistically, you're threatening Greer's aggressive options.
Yeah.
But then Greer can still do something silly like 2 hard down toward the bottom of the board, and then boost up back into the corner, rotate his arc back, still take a focus because Greer's the best A-wing, and
so that's another notch in the argument for just going ahead and putting Warthog way out on the flank.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, this Poe has definitely played a lot of lacrosse. What do you think?
Because nobody went to technical school played lacrosse. Is that
absolutely
is that
not
the joke? Okay.
That is the joke. Sorry, I'm gonna talk to my joke writers. They're fine.
I think that joke would have been more appreciated by someone who like knows anything about lacrosse.
I don't know anything about it.
I played in high school, so it just fell a little flat.
Right on.
No, I was trying to think. So I was looking it up. Does the lat doesn't have a stop, does it?
It does.
It does.
Yeah. So taking a second to look at the lat's dial.
So I don't know that I would hate a stop here, because Poe isn't gonna want to. Well, say with the torrents going slow banking around like that.
Ooh, coming in for the block.
Change your bow tie? Yeah.
All right.
Bold move. Yeah, that's a wish.
Looks like he's splitting his guys, 2 going high, 2 going low.
I don't know if this is the call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Greer taking the safe way. Just be like,
Mhm.
I'll be wherever I want to be,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll still roll 2 hits.
God. Oh boy.
So Poe sitting in 3 arcs like this, it isn't great. So yeah, he's just gonna use his overdrive thrusters. Might even be able to get a range 1 shot into green.
Yeah.
Decides not to risk it and bugs out for the safe option. Only going to be taking 1 shot from the lat's side arc.
Yep. Mm.
But that 2
Yeah.
bank boost is massive.
Yes, it is. But like I was saying last round, I don't hate this position from Scott because even though he lost a ship on the initial round, now he's in a good spot to
I
really
mean, you're just
force Zeke to chase him.
yeah. I mean, you're doing what A-wings do. You just go ahead and get the squirrely angles and start doing Parthian shots until everything else collapses because you can reliably deal 2 hits.
Yep.
That's it. Yep. Hit crit.
Would you look at that?
I know, right? Surprising.
And that is a structural damage.
On to Warthog.
So Warthog has 2 hull left. Which you imagine that he's about to lose once Merle gets going on that.
Yep. The only shot that Warthog has, range 2 into Poe. For
a big old wad of nothing.
big old goose egg.
Yeah, Ryan in chat asking if we'll see Daddy bailing Poe out again, and here we see it.
Oh, yeah.
No. His mommy's the one that got him this commission.
Yeah. Speaking to the dean about dice rolls, we're just going to go ahead and put our thumb on that scale, boys.
Here we have a range 3 unobstructed shot into Greer from yellow. Looking at 1 crit incoming. Greer's fine.
He said he doesn't. He's not worried about that.
Yeah, you can't hit that. Poe, his dad owns a dealership.
Greer spent his focus pretty confidently on attack just a minute ago.
He did.
I like it. Probably goes before the fall. And heroic into 4 evades.
He's fine. He's fine.
You spend your focus for the job you want, not the job you have.
Man, I'm glad I'm drinking so I can hate watch the Resistance.
All right, so Merle taking the shot into the lat, hoping to finish it off. Needs 2 hits, which you'll get.
I bet he gets.
Oh,
hit
will
crit.
he?
Lat gets 12-1, takes the crit, might
is direct.
live.
Stun pilot.
Not direct.
Woo!
Does mean that he can't afford to run over that debris in front of him.
He can't. And what? Ooh, so yeah, the 2 hard should get him out of there, no problem.
Probably, yeah.
But that's a big deal that Scott wasn't able to clear him this round, because that means
It is.
There's no way to clear him next round until the end of the round because of Warthog's ability.
True.
Yep. And these hooligans are definitely going to lock Greer next turn.
Yep.
I don't know that Greer stays in arc next turn, because I think Greer takes the 2 hard to the left. And it's
Oh
just
yeah,
like,
definitely. But
Yeah.
but you put that lock in your back pocket.
oh, I see.
Save it for rainy day.
I don't know. I think maybe the call is for all of them to lock somebody different, so that then no matter who they find, they can cascade that lock down the line.
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Except for Merle. Don't lock that guy.
Okay, yeah. So
I don't.
two on Poe, two on Greer, and then Merle they can just lock when they find him.
Yeah, because they'll find him down at the honky tonk, having some Coors Banquet. I like Merle. Merle's the most likable resistance pilot.
Merle is the most likable until you realize that he is exactly the same cost as the I-1 generic,
All right,
and
I hate
for
Merle.
paying
Thanks.
that he gives up nothing and gets a actually decent ability.
I was trying to have a beer with Merle. This is really not cool.
I don't know. That makes you like him more because he's just that hard of a worker.
That's right. Oh
But he
man.
flies an A-wing, so
Both charges up.
but I agree with you, Joel. Greer, I think, too hard's out here.
Mm-hmm.
Poe and Merle have an easy time. They're just going to start turning around. I don't really know where Zeke is going to start going here. He's
I'd
got
love,
himself into kind of a weird spot.
yeah. I'd love to see Red over here call his bluff and go 4 straight, but he ain't.
No.
Nope. It's all good.
There you go. Just take that lock. Wait and see. It'll happen. It'll come.
Yep. It's just like a lotto ticket. Ask Merle. He's going to be a millionaire one day. Okay.
Looks like he thinks Greer's gonna come on in to the right,
Yeah,
or is at least
And-
covering that angle.
that's a fair. I mean, it's not a bad thing to cover that, but I'll be very surprised if that's where Greer goes.
Yeah.
Oh, he went even
He's
safer.
going out.
Yep.
Fair.
It's like, can't shoot me if I'm over here.
Extra can't shoot him now.
Yeah.
What if I shed this target lock because I just kill you before you get to use it?
Ugh.
And we have closed foils, so we are gonna see a boost followed by a linked 2-speed barrel roll, perhaps.
I don't think that fits.
Oh no, you're right. I think that boost may be off.
It looks like
Yeah, that is one pixel off.
So that is a failed boost action and no link available.
Yes, sometimes even with that Ivy League education, you can't get your reservations at Dorsia. Nope.
All right, so here we have Merle with no focus, once again taking fire. Well, that's not how it's done.
Time to suppress him.
So what crew does Warthog have on board?
He has the Wolf Pack, 5s, and then Commander Cody Gunner.
Okay, so he's going to use 5s. My bad. I was thinking he had. Oh no, he does have Cody. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he gets to use both here, right?
Well, Cody doesn't
Yes.
actually. I was about to say
So-
Cody doesn't actually matter because Merle's about to take a blue, but I think that may be.
But what if he didn't?
But what if he didn't?
There were actually no hits that were neutralized, so Cody would not come into effect.
Oh, there we go.
okay. Gotcha.
Yep. Man, if only you had locked Merle with these guys up here,
Mhm.
you could have taloned in and made his life difficult. But
Yep.
you didn't.
So now we'll never know.
Yeah, you chose that shooting star, which is Greer, which Greer can be wherever they want to be.
So looks like Greer's definitely looking for a 2 hard to the left this turn.
Yep.
And Poe's probably looking for the same, as he doesn't want to fly off the board. Or 2 hard to the right, I should say.
Oh, 2 hard to the left. Go for it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
What about Merle? Like, are we looking at a 2 bank for Merle? I think 2 banks probably the call here. You end up potentially with
Yeah.
cloud cover.
Yeah.
From green and red if they turn in. I don't know. 2 may put your corner around the edge.
I would love to see these guys collapse in and catch Merle. The problem is, do they have a 1 hard?
They do, but it is red.
It is
So-
red. Their dial is not inspiring.
But you can still pass with
Absolutely. Only one has to get the lock.
Yep. So
So we could see a red 1 hard out of maybe yellow and brown with something like a 2 hard out of the lat.
or you do a 2 hard out of yellow to get the lock, and then everybody coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So possibilities. So in that instance, yellow does have the missiles, the cluster missiles over here. So let's see what brown has. And of course,
So-
underline.
With the way that Brown is kind of cocked off to the left a little bit, I don't know if. Oh, yeah. So especially with that from Merle, I don't think the 1 hard is going to get Merle in arc.
No.
Well, especially now.
Ooh, here we have a
I like
Talon.
this. I like this. Mm-hmm.
Yep, I like that.
Yeah, if the lat can somehow find an action to pop Merle with a lock, we could be seeing the fall of ZZ all over again.
I wish there was a clearer indication of which version of the Talon you were taking.
You can put down the template by just clicking on the 2 Talon symbol itself.
Oh no, I'm talking about user interface. Those buttons are not like super intuitive. So like,
Yeah,
like
it takes some fidgeting to figure out which one you the actual user is doing.
yep. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the lock in this situation. Although you've got an off chance for.
See, I think I would have liked the 3K turn from yellow. I think that would have cleared far enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think he was hedging though. I think.
Yeah, he was. He was trying to make sure he would get some shots no matter where he went.
Oh
no,
man,
no,
look at green not hitting that debris. Whoo!
Now take your lock.
I mean, he's only got the one pointed at him.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, green will get a well, no, probably not. It's going to be close, but I think he's out of Green's arc as well.
You know what, though? This is not a bad turn to reset onto Greer if he comes into this channel. It's not great, but it's something.
Here we have Zeke allowing a bit of an out-of-phase config flip for Poe. See Poe opening his wings, taking the focus, using the ability for a 2-bank boost.
Yep.
This is
So
an
this is where
extremely fast Poe.
Yeah, this is where Warthog goes away.
Yeah.
But not until after he shoots.
True.
God, look at that shooting gallery.
Yeah.
Yep. Warthog's the thing.
Yeah.
So range 2 into Warthog just has a focus. But Warthog doesn't get to roll any defense.
Nope.
You only need 1 damage. And there it is. So that brings Scott into the lead with 66 points, where Zeke has 46 points.
All right. So what are we looking for here?
Okay, so interesting point. Half of Greer gets Zeke the lead. Half of Merle does not.
So Warthog has a lock on Poe. Is that correct? I guess so.
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay.
Was that one of his abilities on the crew? I haven't really taken a hard look at the lat crew options.
What was the?
Oh, the lock on Poe. Just wondering where it came from.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that came from.
Just lock it. Yeah, I'm not sure.
But critically here, he gets to shoot at Poe, thus
Yep.
getting the opportunity to pass that lock on to somebody else, and now you have a banked lock on Poe for the group, should they ever find him again.
Okay, so that is from the Wolf Pack.
Mm-hmm.
So after a friendly ship at range 0 to 3 defends, if the attacker is in your arc, defender may gain 1 strain to acquire a lock.
Seems good.
Seems good.
So
deals no damage to Poe. Poe takes a strain for it. Spins the lock to pass it off to Green,
who is also in a pretty good spot to Talon next turn.
Well, Brown doesn't have a lock.
Nope. Should have passed it to Brown.
Yeah, because then he could have shot off a missile, and then just passed it on down the chain. Whoo!
Heroic.
Yup.
Oh, that's why they're the worst.
1
but
damage.
Still damage. Yep.
That was on Merle.
Like I said, working class always gets it.
There we go. Merle tries, but is denied. So now that the lat is off the table,
Things are no longer Hakuna Matata.
True.
oh, that was a good point. We did not mention that up to this point. Zeke was very careful to leave instructions that his list is called Hakuna Matata and needed to be referred to on stream as such. Now that the lat and its posse of upgrade cards have been swept from the table, we now have room to actually see all of the remaining ships on the side of the board.
All right, so green's probably doing a Talon.
Well, he's got to be careful here because Merle's probably turning in.
Let's say I would like. I think I would like the K turn more than the Talon.
Yeah, I think K turns out of yellow and green, maybe either a turn or a Talon out of red. And
does
then,
let you threaten with brown coming in with the one bank. That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm here for it. Red's just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna scare you away, Greer. Greer's like, I went to college. Not Ivy League, mind you, but probably
He
somewhere
got-
in the. It was a decent college.
So Merle just sits. He's like, I'm here.
There. Yep.
There
Love
it
it.
is.
Love it.
Brown's the one with the long range missiles.
So probably just focus up. Well, no. Let's go ahead and live the dream.
Sticks the lock to Merle.
All right.
I like that well enough. He knows that he's going to get the opportunity to pass that lock off.
True. That's true.
Yeah, he can pass it to. Well,
Yellow.
yellow out of yellow maybe range 3, and he's the one with the.
Oh, that's
he tried,
unfortunate.
tried for the Talon with green.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
red and yellow have short range missiles. I think they'll both be able to get them off.
Yep.
Here's Greer. It's like, you guys shot at me. It's so rude. What, oh yeah. Green tried to do the blue and it didn't work.
Yep.
This is an interesting position.
Toad's gonna shoot somebody for real.
Yeah.
Because
he is definitely in cluster missile zone now.
He is not.
He is.
Oh no, he's not because Brown has.
Brown has long range missiles.
Yeah.
And I think that's still range 1.
Yeah, you're right.
And then he'll be out of cluster missile range from yellow.
Take your pick.
I mean, I think you go red here because all 3 of your ships can shoot him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Decides to give up on the dial technology. It's simply not working. So range 2 shot into red. Focus lock. Looking to save the focus if possible. Spends the lock, gets to save the focus. Perfect result.
Yep. You're gonna take a crit anyway, so yeah, I guess.
The red spins to avoid the damage he can, takes a crit, and that crit is...
Weapons failure.
Ooh.
Not great.
I do really appreciate these customized crit tokens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Quite
they're
nice.
they're very nice.
If only there was an acrylics producer that we knew.
Yeah, those are hard to come by.
Yeah.
Man,
Not every squadron has their own in-house acrylic production.
ooh,
2 more damage into red.
well, he will get to get his shot into Merle, so that's something.
Hmm.
Potentially, Merle could die, though the weapons
Merle,
failure on red does
That
put a
is
damper on that.
true.
Range 1 from Brown into Merle has to be the first step because he's got to pass the lock for the others to get to fire their cluster missiles.
Ooh,
not great.
that's not how you do it.
Debating whether he wants to pass or use.
I think you get more out of passing, don't you?
So yellow is going to be.
You definitely would have gotten more out of passing before red took the weapons failure.
Okay, so he is.
So he's going to use it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
he's off.
Seems good.
absolutely the correct choice.
And Merle says, I'll spend. Loses his second shield. Yeah, here we have not using missiles, just the primary.
For nothing.
Sad.
Mm-hmm.
Range 1 out of red. He has a weapons failure. Should only be rolling 2. Yep, realizes that. Whew.
And also,
That is rough.
Now, Merle needs to get 2 damage in here to finish red off. Unlikely, given that Merle had to spend his focus.
yeah. Ooh,
But it could happen.
yeah, it's on the table.
Nope,
Nope.
not today. Red said,
All right.
absolutely not, sir.
And Merle respects his hard work and ethic over here of not dying.
So at this point, the main problem I see for Zeke is the fact that all of his torrents are more or less pointed in different directions.
Yep.
Yes. So, yeah, like,
Also, green is stressed and pointed the wrong direction.
yes. And that's
So,
their dial's not great for shedding stress and then writing themselves to a different target. So like that's gonna be a problem. Um, brown and yellow are okay. Red, I mean, you could talon to one direction. Oh well, yeah, you could talon to either direction, I suppose. But the problem is with that, there's no shelter. Like you're taking fire from whichever A-wing decides to kill you. So yeah. Poe is Poe doesn't have to be there.
Poe can probably just take a 2 bank and just see if there's a shot to pick up, and if there isn't, just boost away.
Yeah. Seems about right.
Because what? Brown probably 3Ks, red probably 3Ks, yellow probably takes a 1 straight. Don't know what green's doing. There we go. Just go. Go, green, go.
Okay. That's
No strain.
It was the correct choice.
Just dice results do not validate your choices.
Shh, shh, shh.
We're talking to
Of course they do.
hold it close to the chest. And it'll be like the worst life preserver ever.
Oh, there's no solution here. Nothing fits.
It
Try it again. Oh,
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really following these.
Yeah, so the self-inflicted bumps have been. Oh no, Charlie, that was the right choice.
Got him.
No, but the self-inflicted bumps, particularly on red maneuvers, have been brutal for Zeke this game.
and I mean, like, it's one thing when you have Warthog in play, and it's a little bit more of a tricky situation. Uh, but yeah, like it's tough when there's not the medium ship and distance judging and everything like that, and you've just got a bunch of single ships out in space. Um, I mean, at that point, it's just meat and potatoes, gauging your distance and everything like that. So I mean, that's an unforced error. Oh no.
So at this point, he can elect to just take the one boost first and then pick up a focus, not take a shot from Brown at all. Yep, there it is.
I hang on. Let me read it. Overdrive.
Overdrive.
I thought you had the must.
It's only when it's a red,
when it's a
so he
red.
can do the boost first and then take a stress to get a focus.
Yeah.
Just does it in a different order.
Gotcha.
So Poe is absolutely just has so many options with this thing.
God bless. That is a really good card.
Mm-hmm. Oof.
That's pretty good.
Oh,
That is
and that's really bad.
Heroic, right? If this is direct hit,
it doesn't matter. He's got two A-wings coming in behind him.
console fire.
Barf.
Into yellow.
Yeah. So even if Greer doesn't finish him off, there's a chance the console fire gets him.
Yeah. But that A-wing is rolling 2 hits.
Hey, look, 2 hits.
Yeah, well.
Oof. And that's not how you evade 2 hits.
Nope.
No, it is not.
So yellow takes 1 more damage and explodes.
Yep.
So at this point, with Zeke starting to lose critical mass and Poe hasn't taken even a single shield point of damage, it's starting to look pretty bleak.
Yeah, it is. So at this point, then you just go ahead. I guess your next victim is red. I mean, he's at the threshold of potentially dying here. So yeah, that's
About to
going to
say
be the next go in.
if old Merle gets a good enough roll, he can take red as well.
Yep.
Red's sitting on 2 still. Looks like a range 3 shot from Merle.
Difficult, but not unheard of.
Yeah,
Nope.
shocker.
Look,
That's 2 hits.
2 hits.
Yeah, well, he earned those 2 hits.
Woohoo!
There.
Red said, "I said no."
Okay, so it's not exactly a reprieve. So you're in a pretty bad situation with both brown and red. you've got to clear your stress. That's not going to bring you anywhere near where you can bring your guns to bear. So your only gun is green, which you still have to probably do a Talon roll or a K turn if you want to kind of rope-a-dope some of these A-wing guns over here.
Yeah.
But I mean, Poe's just coming in with like probably a
He's-
2 bank.
I think he's just gonna one bank. Like he's just gonna one bank and be like, doesn't matter where you go, I'm gonna have a range one shot on somebody and I'm gonna kill them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna lose another torrent. Well, nah, he's full up.
Yeah, he needs to get. Scott would have to also get an A-wing on target, and that's a tall order. I think you'd have to 2-turn away with Greer and then boost and rotate and focus because he's Greer.
Yeah.
I mean, Greer's just gonna 3 bank.
I don't know. I think Greer maybe does the 2 hard to the left over Poe, and then rotate, boost, focus.
Yeah, that's possible.
Meanwhile, if Poe doesn't like the position that he's in, he can probably just boost straight over the torrents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man,
So gross.
it's what defines the Resistance faction. They have so many consequences they have to think about.
Ooh, almost out of damage there. Goes the other way.
Yeah.
Probably already has arc on green. So I would imagine he rotates, takes a focus, and sits.
Mm-hmm. No reason not to.
And then we'll see a 1 bank out of Poe. Oh, 1 straight. Changing it
Okay.
up.
A little spicy.
And then we're going to see a focus lock into green. Trying to clear green before he fires as well. Range 1.
This is gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Spin the lock for 1 reroll. Has so many focus results. And there's another one.
If only he had a focus token. Wait.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, 4 damage into green.
I'm still alive.
And here we see the consequences of once Warthog goes down, if you're not making the enemy pay for their shots by keeping all of your arcs on, they can just pick apart your force one by one.
Yep.
Yes. Because it's so difficult for these torrents to get back on the target.
Yep. And that's the... And there he goes. That's
Yep.
it for green. No shot.
Oof.
And that's typically the difficult thing with any sort of heavy jousting swarm, list is, they win by getting an insurmountable lead early, right?
Yes.
And then the longer the game goes, the less good the list is, and other lists have an opportunity to catch up.
Yes.
And we did see an early hammer strike into ZZ, but ZZ is significantly cheaper than the lat, and there wasn't any sort of turn 2 follow-up.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. It's really difficult to get the follow-up on A-Wings because at that point they're behind you and they don't care. They're just going to go ahead and guns and everything. Always going to, and it's going to.
So, yeah, that second round of combat, I would have liked the torrents to turn in hard and go for Poe instead of trying to split the field.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Poe's a spendy target. Yeah.
Zeke
got
Whoa.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Zeke got just about the best case scenario of keeping the keeping the lat around for, what was it, like 3 rounds of combat?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he went down to what, 4 health in the first round, and then made it 2 more rounds before he.
Yeah.
But just not getting anything on that second round really, really put him behind.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even know. I mean, yeah, like if Poe jousted into that, you could kill Poe, but you're still faced with the dilemma if you've got 3 A-wings, and it's so difficult to then rebalance terms after that. So I don't know. I don't know if Poe's correct. I mean, obviously you get a big sugar rush of points when you get him, but
but this Poe isn't even like, he's 76. Like that's a big bundle, but it's not like half the list or anything.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, no. I'm just saying that at that point, that's Poe and an A-wing. So.
Oh yeah,
two,
If you
two
catch Poe on the second
A-wings.
turn.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
With
Not
the
saying
position,
go for him first.
Yeah, with the position where they were in though, like couldn't Poe just be like, nah, I'm gonna take the super boost and I'll catch you on the flip side, because it's essentially what he did anyway, even though Zeke didn't hard commit into him.
Well, yeah, it's hard to say without being able to look at it exactly, but I don't know if there was a way for Zeke to get in a position where he could have blocked. If he could have kind of chain blocked that or not.
And here we'll see Poe do yet another 1 straight and then just machine gun red off. Oh no, it didn't even bump.
Good. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
that is 2 pixels separating that. Well, bye.
All right. Well, now we know Poe's daddy is the programmer for TTS.
And he owns a dealership.
Good Lord.
So not a great initial result. Using the lock to fix that. I think Zeke's rolled 1 too many. I think he gets to re-roll the 1. Because he had a strain. There he goes. He saw it.
Okay.
Would it matter though?
No.
He had 2 health left. All right. Well, they're moving on.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I will share the very first piece of feedback that I got from Zeke on the division assignments for this season. Was he said, "Oh no, I have Scott in my conference."
So, I mean, like, I gotta say, like, one of the most nail-bitingly tense games of X-Wing I've ever played was back in first edition against Scott, and it was me playing Keep Away with a 1 hit point quick draw from Asajj for like 20 minutes. And it probably took about 5 years off my life. So, like, it's no fun flying against Scott. He's really good. Like,
it's very good.
Yeah.
Pole rolling exactly what he needs to not even scratch the paint.
Yep. Greer has lost his arc indicator, it looks like, on my screen.
He's an A-wing. He can point wherever he wants.
And he's Greer. Like, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it's Greer. Like, why do you even have the indicator? Come on.
Oh, it's there.
Oh, there
it's there. I guess it may have fallen underneath the ship base.
It's like, oh, fine. I'll tell you where I'm shooting.
If I have to.
So we're finally in the odd position where Scott's A-Wings have drifted too far away from the fight to be of any use, and Poe is stressed and pointed away from the remaining torrent.
Aha, he's got him right where he wants him.
Gas cloud. What if I just flew right behind this gas cloud here?
Oh, wait, you can't boost too? See, my dad has a dealership and he lets me boost however I want.
What if he just two-hearted cleared that stress?
There we go.
Ooh, I like it.
Coming
I
into
like it.
Greer.
Just do it.
Greer can rotate, boost, focus.
Sure can.
Yep.
There it is.
Valhalla.
Brown is sitting on 3 hulls, so this could be it.
This will be.
I would like
no,
to
see, like that one, I feel like he should have closed his wings and gone for the 2 barrel roll to try to get behind Brown.
Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
That's exactly what he should have done.
Oh, instead he's coming into firing range. That's okay. It's fine. He's obstructed. Oh, but see what he's doing here is he's saying, "Don't you want to shoot me?"
It's the disrespect right there.
And once again, Merle doesn't get to share in the glory. He's over here working 50 hours a week. He's got 4 kids.
Oh,
Merle made his choice when he decided to fly an A-wing.
Oh, Brown lives. Brown lives on 1.
Ooh.
All right. Punish that A-wing for its insolence. Not like that.
One
Not
hit.
like that.
Yeah. Changed to a crit from marksmanship. Blocked all the same. So that boost from Poe, I think, was overall a mistake.
Yeah.
Now Greer just doesn't have a really great option. I guess he could 3 bank to the right.
Yeah, that's probably what you're gonna see. There's no
Yeah,
reason not to.
if he didn't open is it close the wings on the T-70 to barrel roll?
Yeah, close to barrel roll.
Yeah, if he didn't close to barrel, get that long barrel roll and get behind him, I would have liked him to just sit there and grab the lock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought for sure he was gonna lock that turn. There's just lock and reset.
Yeah.
Show up next turn. It's fine.
Merle
But
trying
it's
to be
fine.
relevant again.
Hey, he's working on Saturdays. He's doing whatever he has to support his family.
Yep, there's that 3 bank. Looks like it's going to be a range 1 shot back into Brown. That's going to be game over there.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't even matter what Poe does.
Which is fine because Poe's just vacationing in Europe. he was gonna finish this semester, but he just decided to take a sabbatical.
Deciding whether he wants to Poe boost or not. Looks like that's a no. Range, is that range 1 or 2?
It is range 1.
Range 1. Yep, only needs 1 to go through. So if he gets 3 hits, that is guaranteed kill.
Yep.
With a grand total of 30 seconds left on the board.
And
there
that
it is.
is 3
Yep.
hits.
Oh, wow.
Pow.
And there it is.
Well, you hate to see it,
that you do.
but the resistance has won.
The resistance
Man.
has won.
So loathsome.
Being exactly 1 hour and 15 minutes.
Just in time for Poe's internship at Halliburton.
All right. Well, let's get these players up in here and have a little bit of a debrief, and we'll be right back. All right, guys. Thank you so much for playing on stream. Congratulations, Scott, for your victory. Condolences, Zeke. We really were rooting for you the whole time. None of us really wanted Scott to win. We were all commenting on the loathsome resistance and the terrible influence that they had on our lives. And we were really impressed with that initial round of combat that you had, where you just pinged ZZ and your list did what it does, and it just rocked her world. We were all sitting there going, "Oh no, Scott has no idea what's about to happen." Especially,
I really didn't.
Especially when you spent the focus on attack, we were like, "Oh no, oh no."
Yeah.
I don't.
ZC paid for my hubris.
I don't know. I always struggle against resistance, especially A-wings.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to our support group.
Yeah, and I knew Scott was probably going to bring something close to this, because every time Scott beats me, because I don't think I've ever beat him, but every time we play, it's something to resistance.
Uh-huh.
But like
Are y'all hearing Zeke? I'm not hearing Zeke.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, we can hear Zeke.
I can hear Zeke.
Just tell him
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
complaining
try.
about him.
He's complaining about you. It's fine.
That's fair.
But no,
here, I'm gonna drop out, drop back in.
Yeah, good idea. All right, Zeke, go ahead.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Can Scott hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, he can. Apparently, you can't hear him.
Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Oh gosh.
But like advanced optics, like it's auto damage
Against low agility. Yeah.
It's. I mean, I've even got 2 agility, but like it's 2 dice, and you're getting 2 hits. Because average roll, you're either getting a hit focus or hit blank, so you're getting 2 hits anyways.
Yeah,
if I can't hit you back,
there's something. If you're willing to spend that focus, there's something like only a 12% chance. It's either an 8 or 12% chance that you don't end up with the 2 hits.
Yeah.
And I don't think. Let's see. I didn't feel like necessarily. Who I was red and he was blue. I didn't feel necessarily like completely screwed by dice. Because we both kind of were, but like at the same time, like I could not put any like. Obviously, I like deleted ZZ, but like after that, like I just couldn't do anything. And then when Warthog died, because I had to like my problem was I got the one where I can't hit obstacles.
Yeah, so you couldn't afford to
like,
go through the middle there anymore.
Yeah, like right here. So that's why I moved yellow to try to force a bump to angle a little bit better. I ended up clearing it anyways, but still, like it didn't matter because auto damage and Poe pouring in damage, like it's hard.
And that posed such a trap too when you don't have a whole lot of wide angle arc coverage, because he can be in your arc and then all of a sudden he's used that 2 boost and he's just gone.
Yeah. Yep. And I mean he stayed in pretty well. I mean like because he was just trying to kill me, but like I don't know. I don't think I misjudged a lot. I think it was pretty close. It's just Warthog died, and then every turn it was like another one's dead. Like,
yeah. And I think what we were commenting on at the time was where it was kind of a combination of there was an early choice to split up the two pairs of torrents, and then there was a sequence in the mid game of self bumps on K turns and Talon rolls that together aggregated to where all of your arcs weren't really pointed in the same direction.
Yeah, the bump here, like
Yeah.
No. Before that,
I don't-
it was the series of bumps when it looked like you were trying to hedge your bets on Merle.
Yeah.
right, yeah. That was one problem, but then like I was 100% sure that 3K fit right there,
Mm-hmm.
and it must have just barely not fit. And then the green Talon that I tried to do right here where it didn't fit, like it's just a couple of little things, but we're so close, like it's hard to judge.
Yeah.
But it's also the moves I kind of had to do to give myself a chance because I knew I was behind.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I would have loved to kill Merle, but like at the same time, I'm trying to get points on Greer and Poe.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were dissecting the half points on Merle versus going ahead and getting Greer, and so yeah, it's like obviously playing the small ball in the points game is one thing, but yeah, it's tough to when you it's. I mean, I know you're a big Hamilton fan, but you can't throw away your shot. Like you've got to get those A-wings right there, and then if you don't, then you're in trouble.
Well, yeah, and then like the one turn, like right at the end, I had yellow right here, and I would have had the double cluster shot, and then yellow died, like with 4 health. Like it just not having Warthog really hurts this list because I know my torrents will die, but it's them being able to still shoot. So when they start getting killed, that's when the issue comes in.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much again for coming and playing on stream. We had a fantastic time commentating. Thank you to everyone who has stuck with us and watched our doubleheader tonight. This has been week 7 of the League of Barons Season 3. This is the final week of the regular season. There will be no stream next week, as that is Thanksgiving week, and we're taking the week off. The week after that, we'll have our regular Tuesday night stream covering the wildcard round, where players in the top half of their division are going head-to-head for the remaining available seats in the playoffs, which is a single-day, 8-man single elimination tournament, which is happening on Saturday, the 5th of December, which we will also be streaming. So that's good night from me and the rest of us here at the Birmingham Barons X-Wing podcast. Good night.
Have fun flying.